The Holy Father held a nearly 2-hour meeting yesterday with members of the German Bishops' Conference. In a statement, the German bishops said the meeting was, quote, an open round of talks, and the church leaders were able to raise their questions and issues, and the Pope answered them individually. Joining us now from Rome is Rudolf Gehrig, EWTN Vatican journalist and Rome correspondent for CNA Deutsch. Rudolf, great to see you again. We know the German bishops met with the Holy Father. What more do we know about that meeting? And also, what else was on the agenda for them in Rome?
Yeah, the 67 members of the German Bishops' Conference came to Rome to present reports on the dioceses, have a meeting with the Pope, and speak with representatives of Holy See officers. Expectations were very high in the run-up to the meeting. Not only because of the so-called Synodal Way in Germany, many feared that the Church in Germany might split off the Universal Church. So, in addition to many structural and pastoral questions, it was again about a possible schism.
And amid the concerns over the Synodal Way, what has Pope Francis said about the Church in Germany?
Yeah, in the past, Pope Francis has repeatedly admonished the Church there not to lose sight of Christ. He wrote a letter, and on his return flight from Bahrain, he even said, half jokingly, half seriously, that he does not want a second Protestant church in Germany. A clear warning signal to the German bishops. The bishops had a 2-hour audience with the Pope Francis yesterday, and among other things, they talked about the role of the lay people and, of course, the Synodal Way in Germany. The German Bishops' Conference has published a brief statement on the matter, but there's no official statement from the Holy See so far. However, we have learned from a reliable source that some bishops try to promote the agenda of the Synodal Way with Pope Francis. For example, they asked the Holy Father to ordain so-called viri probati as priests in the future. That would be a break with church teaching.
And Rudolf, what's next for the German Bishops' Conference, not only for the Synodal Way in Germany, but also for the worldwide Synod of Synodality?
Yeah, here in Rome, many have seen for the first time with their own eyes how divided the German Bishops' Conference really is. I know that at the official meeting, some important members of the Roman Curia admonished their guests from Germany in a fraternal but nonetheless emphatic manner. There is much at stake, nothing less than the unity of the Church. And at least with some bishops, this message has been received. It is hoped that instead of a schism, the focus becomes now on what the Pope really desires, synodality.
Rudolf, thank you so much for this report. We appreciate it. Rudolf Gehrig, EWTN Vatican journalist and Rome correspondent for CNA Deutsch. Thank you again.